Hey everyone, got a special video for you today. So I got a special delivery from Dark Ops, and they sent to me via Coach is good word from Family and Gamers. I have the Star Saga MDF, so we're gonna unbox it and give it an unbiased review, or as unbiased as a mega fan can be. So here we go. Let's dive into this thing.
Okay, folks, hopefully the tripod's looking nice. Here we go. So you have the bases, which are, obviously they're still MDF, but these are less detailed. They're just basically the basic shape, and this gives the stuff structure. I don't know, maybe I have to cut these out. I guess I should. Okay. Pro tip, use an X-Acto knife to cut these out. But they're in there, and they have that kind of scorched wood look to it. If you want to not paint, it's not like it looked bad. Looks just fine to me. But this is the stuff that, is just the base of your new miniatures. No. Okay, so it does come off, but I would use an X-Acto blade to just kind of clean up right here, because it gets kind of, it's like punching out any sort of cardboard, that kind of thing. You can tell they're really sturdy. They're not going anywhere. They don't bend or anything. These are sturdy pieces, so. These are all the same tiles that you would have in Star Saga. They're the right size. These do not have the indentions and markings for which cube is what. So these are, this is just how you start off, and this is your basis for how to get going. So not too much to say about that. There's a whole lot of them though. So they have all the different shapes and sizes that you would get in the Star Saga set, which is really neat. Some of them have a little bit of detail to them, like this one says oxygen. See how it says oxygen? That's pretty cool. So it has a little bit of detail, but large majority of the detail is going to be coming up in just a second. So that'll get your palette wet, and your nose is very happy if you get these because it smells delicious. Let's dive into the other stuff now. All right, folks, here is the fun stuff. So this is where you get all your high quality detail. Here's where you have all the little plus markings for all of these different cubes and whatnot, or I guess squares, because it's two-dimensional for the most part in Star Saga. But yeah, these look great as floors, and what I'm most excited about is the fact that you can see through these. Let's see if I don't know how obvious it is on my camera, but basically, any of these holes you can see through, which means your base parts that you're gonna, eventually put the stuff on. I recommend painting these a bright color. That way you can shine through the floors. Maybe even glow in the dark paint. I know Jack from the Dreadpathzone podcast loves his glow in the dark paint. So that could be a really cool base or something, kind of go with a darker scheme, but then have the super bright neon color. And that's kind of one of the most cool things about this is that as awesome as the Star Saga tiles are, they are stuck to looking like the Iris contract. They're going to be the white hallways, which it looks great, that kind of thing. But in terms of kind of expanding on that, you can really get some cool detail, and then make really cool markings and things that otherwise you wouldn't be able to do. So that's what I'm really excited about these. And I mean, I hope this is coming across on the video, but the detail is just really nice. It's just really sharp and precise, and I hope when you paint it, you can keep all the amount of detail that is on here right now. I can't really speak to that yet. I'll have to paint some first, figure out a cool scheme. But yeah, these are excellent little pieces. Let me see if I can punch out. All right, so I took one of those little cross sections, and I hope you guys can see, but you can definitely see through it, and it gives it a nice bulkiness. So it's, I don't know, about half a centimeter or so when all said and done, and when you stack these two on top of each other. And man, this just gets my imagination going, because you can think of like an underwater base, like a sphere base or something like that, and then maybe they have constant water running underneath the floors and that kind of thing, or bright red lights shining up and through. And this just yields itself to a lot of creativity, especially when the mission creator comes around, because you won't want to only play in medical facilities and things like that. So I don't know exactly what I want to paint mine as, but I am definitely leaning towards like a super, super bright color on the underneath and then having it kind of shine up through. I think Coach said he was going to do his bright blue underneath and then have like white on top. I'm thinking maybe going like a dark gray, almost gunmetal color for the top part, and then maybe like a construction neon orange or a neon yellow, maybe glow in the dark paint if I want. I don't know. Anyways, the options are available to you, and I gotta say, in terms of sturdiness, it all feels very stable and clean and well done. The edges are really crisp. They're not, you know, nothing really juts out or feels out of place. And yeah, it just, man, it makes me want to play Star Saga. And like I said, if you really wanted to, you could try to double up your amount that you have and you know, use these as separate ones, but like I said, they don't have the markings and that kind of thing, so it's best to just kind of stick with the, you know, how they're intended. It gives you a lot of depth, and I think it would really bring the models to life when you start putting them on there, because it feels a lot less 2D. Now it definitely feels 3D, especially with the see-through bits and pieces. This is a really neat piece. I hope you guys can see it, but it's got like little, almost like little jail bars, and that is really fine detail. I mean, those are extremely thin, so you gotta be careful with this piece. But it's really neat the way it kind of looks through. Yeah, there you go. It looks almost like a barcode. It's really, really neat. So if you got really creative with this stuff, you wouldn't have to use it as floors. You could start using it as other stuff. And I hope you guys can see this, but there's like little markings and stuff. I think that's like the Maison Corporation logo right there, that little asterisk looking thing. And there's just cool little details like the zeros, like 0, 1, 0, 2. Stuff like that is just kind of scattered all through these. So it's kind of neat to discover them for yourself as you kind of look at them. And wow, that's an impressive piece. So this one is definitely the type of thing that goes on one of these big ones. And like I said before, how this one says oxygen, you can see it through there. So you can kind of see that they're having some fun with playing with the layers of MDF. So it really brings the things to life, like I said before, and it's just, from what I can tell, it seems like a really great product, and it's going to really bring a lot of life to Star Saga. So whenever I get around to actually playing some Star Saga, maybe I'll play by myself, but I have a bad track record of playing games by myself and finishing them, stranded. But yeah, I really like the idea of being able to customize your own set out of this and make your own bases and stories and that kind of thing. Definitely check out their website. It's Dark Ops. I think it's a co.uk address bar. I'll put the link in the description, but yeah, it's definitely a really neat product. It's got a lot of life and character, and that's what Star Saga is all about. It's just bringing everything to life and going down to that minute detail of each guy. And this really helps bring the stories to life, and I can't wait to use it and paint it and stuff. It's just another thing on my painting list, but it's awesome. And I highly recommend you guys at least check out their website. They have other stuff there too. It's not like it's only this. They have Kings of War, movement trays, and you know, your classic MDF stuff. You have some terrain and whatnot. Last thing I want to bring up is these tables, which is really cool. I will have to build one, but they look like cool little cafeteria tables, kind of a three-leg situation. So these are kind of neat. I don't know exactly if they work perfectly in Star Saga. I imagine since it's designed for Star Saga, they fit within the tiles. Yeah, so you can make your own desks and stuff like that. So possibilities, guys, are endless. Definitely check out their website. Remember, that's Dark Ops. I'll put the link in the description. Send me any questions you have about their product, but from me, it gets a big, shining, big thumbs up. So, yeah, look forward to more stuff coming through the channel. Things have been a little hectic because I've been moving, and I'm officially moved in. I'm still getting my whole wargaming area set up, and that's going to be exciting too. But until then, just, you know, check out their stuff, check out my stuff, check out Coach's stuff, you know, just stay up to date. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below and let me know what you thought. So I guess I'll see you in the next one.